Yo, what is good, YouTube? We're back with another Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade video, and this is gonna be like the third video in like this little series I've been doing. No, or is this the fourth video? I'm not sure which way I'm gonna put it out, but this is gonna be Blue Gojo versus Blue Sukuna, the two blue DPS characters in the game. And now, I'm sure everyone is aware who is better out of these two units, but this is more for the global players that haven't played JP, for you guys to see how much of a jump one is to another. So I just want you guys to see how they both perform. I'm going to put them both in the same situations. We're starting off on the global side of the game because my Blue Gojo is 4 dupes, so he's the closest to the level of power that my Sukuna is in my JP. So we're going to go about it like that. We'll quickly go over his kit. Before we do, guys, please consider leaving a like and subscribe, and let's get into it. Leave a comment down below who your favorite unit in the game is, but let's get into it. His passive, the fact that he leaves in 7 turns, and that he has the limitless technique, which makes him immune to everything in the game, just like every single Gojo unit. His skill 1, it deals range attack damage to a single target equal to 417% of his curse technique. Skill 2, I don't think I've ever actually used the skill before, I'm not gonna lie, but it deals melee attack damage to single target equal to 244% physical technique. And then we have Skill 3, which is a self buff. It applies 113% overall damage dealt increase to self for 3 turns. And then we have Curse Technique Reversal Red. Deals ranged attack damage to all enemies equal to 932% of Curse Technique. Okay, so that's it. That's a quick breakdown of his kit. This guy is an OG. He's day 1, so his kit isn't too extensive, but he is a pretty good blue DPS. Remember, he cannot be damaged. And we'll go into Formidable Foe, the blue version, Extreme 2, and we're gonna run him by himself, and we're gonna have the Jogo memory. So yeah, let's get into it. Leave a like and subscribe. Let's jump into the showcases. Okay, so we are in Formidable Foe, the blue version. We're gonna use Extreme 2, by the way, and we're going to be using Gojo by himself. Okay, so let's get into it. We'll pop the memory. Skill 1, let's see how he does. 118k, it's pretty good. Remember, he guards everything, he doesn't get damaged. And then we'll go here. Now, the Gojo's flaw, obviously, his biggest major flaw to me is how long he stays on the field. He does leave after 7 turns, and while if you're using him with a team and you're using him correctly, it's not gonna be as bad. Yeah, you're most likely gonna get the job done before he leaves. But the problem is when you're comparing him to a unit that has no such limit, then it's always gonna be a downside on Gojo's behalf. Do you know what I'm saying? We'll hit this, we'll get rid of this last enemy, and we'll move on to the last phase. Note that he has 2 turns left. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna use this to buff his damage here. And he doesn't get damaged whatsoever. And now we'll hit his ult. He does some pretty nice damage, 700k on each enemy, but that's the end. Now he leaves. That was his last turn, and we took an L. But yeah, it shows he is a good DPS, but he has his downsides. But remember, this guy is an OG, and he was our only blue DPS right up until Sukuna dropped. But before we move on to Sukuna, we'll take this Gojo into tower. I'll see what floor it is, and I'll meet you guys over there. Okay, we are on tower floor 20, and we're gonna be running Gojo here against Mahito. We'll do this, and then we'll use ward because we want to get his ult as soon as possible. There may have been a better team I could have used here, but you know, we'll move. This is the team we'll use with Sukuna too. Okay, so we have Gojo's ult, which is good. We'll hit this. We'll get Megami's domain out. Let's see. Should we wait one turn? I think we should wait one turn so that we can apply his buff. I should have applied his buff last turn, to be honest. That's my fault, but we'll apply his buff here. Okay, that was a stun. That's nice. Gojo is invulnerable. So we'll hit this, and then we'll go for Gojo's ult. Okay, he does almost 2 million damage there, which is really good. Okay, so we'll do this. We'll do this. And Gojo has 3 turns left, so I doubt we'll get his ult again, but we shouldn't need it. He does a lot of damage on that skill 1. And this should be the end. Okay, that was like 1 million damage on his skill 1s. That's crazy. I think that was, or maybe it was 100k. I'm not 100% sure. The numbers go by too quick. But before we move on to Sukuna, go down below. Let me know if you still think that Gojo, the blue version, is still optimal to be used today. Referring to where JP is, by the way, in terms of content. But anyway, let's move over to the JP side of the game and let's look at Rayuka Sukuna. Okay, now we're on the JP side of the game, and the GOAT is here, Sukuna. Look at him. Just look at him, go on. He is significantly higher level than my Gojo, just bear that in mind. And I just want to say, it doesn't make that much of a difference in terms of who's better. Like, this guy is far and away better than that Gojo. I will go over it really quick. His passives. Verse curse technique. At the start of the turn, recovers own HP based on frequency of hit received. So if he's not hit at all, he has a 20% chance to recover 6,500 HP. If he is hit once, he has a 50% chance of recovering 6,500 HP, as long as it does 3,000 HP of damage. If he receives 2 or more hits of 3,000 HP of damage, he has an 85% chance to recover own HP by 6,500%. Not percent, 6,500, my bad. His next passive is King of Curses. At the start of the battle, he has immunity to poison, darkness, soul, stun, confusion, immunity to self. Okay, so he is immune to confusion, soul, stun, darkness, poison. So basically everything in the game. Grants immunity to instant death effects caused by soul damage to self. That's also, you know, I think that's something like Mahito can do. I'm not 100% sure about. Grants 30% flame resistance to self also. When critical hit is performed, increases own damage dealt by 30%, that's for 2 turns, and he recovers his own cursed energy by 20. And if you thought we were done, we're not. If receiving a hit of 3,000 HP, chance of 50%, he increases his own taijutsu damage by 20% and increases his own jujutsu damage by 20%, both for 2 turns. So that's some crazy passives there, bro. And now we'll move on to his skill 1. He deals 214% range Jujutsu damage to selected enemy, fills his own ultimate gauge by 100. It also inflicts 1 stack of 20% continuous Jujutsu damage, which is his laceration. That lasts for 3 turns. Now, his skill 2 deals 350% melee taijutsu damage to selected enemy. By the way, before I carry on, just seeing the difference in length between me reading off Sukuna's kit and Gojo's kit should say a lot too. Obviously, Gojo is day 1, Sukuna is like the latest release in JP as of right now. But yeah, it is telling at the same time. So anyway, it deals 350% melee taijutsu damage to a selected enemy. It hits 3 times and has a medium chance of performing a critical hit. It also increases his own critical hit rate every time he does the move, and that's for 3 turns. Increases his own critical hit damage by 75%, that is also for 3 turns, which is crazy. Is why I love this skill too. Once you get skill restrictions, so post domain expansion, it deals 450%, so an extra 100% to his taijutsu damage to selected enemy. And the more curse energy he has, the greater the damage increase. It also increases the selected enemy's damage received by 45%. That's for 3 turns. His skill 2 is busted. Like, I really love this skill 2, for real. Skill 3. It deals 240% range Jujutsu damage to selected enemy, and it inflicts 2 stacks of 20% continuous Jujutsu damage. So that's laceration, and that lasts for 3 turns. If own cursed energy is 40 or more, it will change the cost of this move to 40, and it will deal 480%, so it's almost double the damage it was on before. Not almost, it is double the damage it was on before, and it still inflicts 2 stacks of 40. Okay, this time it's 40% continuous Jujutsu damage, which is laceration for 3 turns. If your cursed energy is 90 or more, it will change the cost of this move to 90, and then it will jump up to 1203% range Jujutsu damage to selected enemy. So this essentially becomes another ult. It really does. And it inflicts 3 stacks of 50% continuous Jujutsu damage. That's laceration for 3 turns. So he's insane. And then his ult, his amazing ult, domain expansion, Malevolent Shrine, expands the domain. It grants him sure hit effect, and it nullifies attack nullification status. Deals 1684% ranged Jujutsu damage to all enemies. It hits 8 times, and it inflicts 4 stacks of 50% continuous Jujutsu damage, which is laceration. So pretty much all his moves, other than skill 2, inflict laceration. So you're going to be building up this crazy continuous damage over time on every enemy you fight, like that you're in battle with the Sukuna, and it's going to be crazy. This activates skill restriction for 2 turns. He cannot charge his ult gauge for 3 turns. So basically you're gonna have one and also you're gonna have one turn where you're gonna have skill restriction. So as soon as you hit your ult, you're gonna have a turn where you can only use skill 2, and the next turn you're back to being able to use whatever you want, and then one more turn after that, then you can charge your ult gauge again. But his ult also, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It increases his maximum amount of cursed energy by 100, so it goes from 110 max cursed energy to 210, and that lasts for 6 turns, and then it also recovers his cursed energy by 200. Absolutely insane. So you're gonna hit his ult skill, and then you're gonna hit his skill 3 twice, and you're just gonna kill everything in the game. So yeah, there's Sukuna, and we're gonna take him into the same stage. He's gonna be by himself on the formidable foe, and we're gonna take him into the same stage on tower, and you're gonna see how he performs over Gojo. So let's get into that. Okay, so we're here on Formidable Foe again. It's the blue one. This time we're here with the GOAT, the king of curses himself, Rayuka Sukuna. If you think that I'm a bit biased towards this unit, then you're right, because this unit is just far better. But anyway, we'll go skill 2. Okay, he takes some damage there. He's gonna get hit 3 times, so he should have an 85% chance of healing. And he does. Nice. Usually he doesn't heal much with me because he just hates me for some reason. Like, I love him, he hates me. You know what I'm saying? Okay, and he heals again. He's making me seem like a liar. But then we hit the skill 2 again. Nice. And he attacks me there. You don't heal. But we'll hit this. Crazy amounts of damage there. It was overkill for sure. We'll get into the final phase. And we will use his ult here. Malevolent Shrine. This hits like crazy. Look at that. Look at that. I can't even tell you how much damage that did. That was insane. Okay, so we take damage here. And you see the laceration damage take effect there. We will use this and his skill 2. He will break here. Crazy. And then this is the end of the line for him. Yep. That is Rayuka Sukuna there for you. He's insane. He's crazy. Let's go to tower. Okay, so we're in tower floor 20, and we're in with the same team except we swapped Sukuna. We swapped Gojo with Sukuna. Now in the other team I did have Megami out front, but this time I chose to have Nanami out front. I do still have Megami in the back. I've just changed, you know, the placement of the characters, but we'll go about it pretty much the same way. And we'll use Sukuna here with his skill 2. They go after Sukuna here. He can heal, and he does. And now we can do this. Here we're actually going to use Sukuna's skill 1 so we can get some ult gauge and get his ult quicker. Nice, he hits Sukuna. Out of everyone, we want him to hit Sukuna because Sukuna can just heal it up just like that. Nice. Bro, Sukuna is just the best, bro. Like, listen, I might be biased a little bit because this unit is just, I just love him so much since the day he dropped. Bro, tell me this guy isn't just the cleanest motherfucker. Like, skill 2 here. Let's get some more crit damage and some damage buffs on us. 201k he does on that skill 2. Okay, Mahito's ready to hit us with some crazy ult, but we don't care because we're just about to hit him with a let's heal up a little here. We're gonna hit him with Malevolent Shrine. Now, really, I could have used skill 3 first because we do regen cursed energy on this, but I wanted to stop him in his tracks there for a minute. So, yep, we do that. We don't stop him. We should have just done it anyway. But he's got laceration damage here, so he is pretty much done. And now Megami's in. And then we're on skill restriction, so we hit skill 2. I hope he doesn't kill here, so we can get that final. Wow, he does a lot of damage, and then wow, Mahito just about lived that laceration damage. It's the DOTs that's crazy, bro, for real. And then Sukuna probably will end it here. Yep. Crazy damage, bro. Like, I don't even need to tell you guys who is better. This Sukuna is triple S tier. He's so good. Make sure everyone in global, make sure you guys get this man. Save all your cubes. Make sure you get Sukuna, bro. I'm not joking. All I want to do is make videos on him, bro. There's just not enough content in the game for it. Like, yeah. Otherwise, I'll be recycling the same videos. You know what I'm saying? Get this guy. He's too good. I love him. With that being said, thank you for watching the video. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one in a bit.